Joining us now is Royal Editor for the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers. Russell, lovely to have you back again. And this week, Prince William made a statement on the continuing Israel-Gaza conflict. Now, it seems that any statement on this conflict tends to attract some query and some criticism. What did he have to say, and did he strike the right balance?
Well, hi, Caro. It's great to be back. And yes, certainly your comments are right about any sort of statement, political or otherwise, are certainly controversial in this area. But Prince William releasing this absolutely unprecedented statement, very, very heartfelt indeed, saying that he was deeply concerned about the situation in Gaza. Too many people killed. The reason there's been a lot of controversy about this is because it's straying into the realms of the political commentary and whether a member of the royal family, such as senior as Prince William, should be doing that. But what he was saying is, from a humanitarian issue, we should all be deeply, deeply concerned. There needs to be more focus on the humanitarian crisis that is unfolding. Too many killed on both sides. The hostages need to be released. And he was reiterating these comments at a visit to the Red Cross HQ in London, and saying he was deeply moved as a father, as a human being. The scenes that he'd been witnessing, the people that he'd been speaking to, the aid workers on the ground, this ever faster relationship between Gaza and the people that are being affected every day. It really is a terrible situation, and I think Prince William was right to speak about it.
Now, the events of the last few weeks seem to show a little bit of a softening, let's say, from the Sussexes towards the rest of the royal family. Now, your masthead, The Mirror, has suggested this week that they're morphing back into being royals. What are the giveaways?
Well, certainly. I mean, there's been a lot of controversy, both sides of the pond, really, for Harry and Meghan, and they're not far from it most of the time. However, my understanding was Prince Harry had expressed his desire to try and take a temporary role back within the royal family. Can you believe that the deal he signed, the Sandringham Summit 4 years ago, when they decided to leave the royal family, that he would want to try and come back on that? Now, the late Queen, Prince William, and the then Prince of Wales, Prince Charles, now the King, had told him there was no way you could have an in and out model of the royal family. Harry seems to still think that this could be on the cards. He seems to think that his father's cancer diagnosis, his sister-in-law, the Princess of Wales, has been in hospital out of action as well. That could open a door or an avenue for him. But certainly it's my understanding that the royal family are going to shut that door firmly behind him and say that there is absolutely no place for this in-and-out role model. But they're continuing in Whistler. They were at the Invictus Games 1-year ceremony last week, and certainly they are morphing into this whole new role for themselves, royal or otherwise. So I think it's a very interesting period of time for Harry and Meghan.
As you said, that olive branch offered by Harry seems to be resoundingly rejected, which you can understand. Even Donald Trump has today taken a view on this. Now, Prince Harry, we understand, is against the idea. Do we know precisely the reasoning?
Well, the issue for Prince William is certainly that he feels that his brother needs to come to the table and apologise to the family. You've had, countless TV interviews, starting with the Oprah Winfrey, then the Netflix series, the memoir that absolutely savaged each and every member of his family, and still no accountability from Prince Harry, still no relationship with his brother. I mean, Prince William has got an awful lot on his plate at the moment. He's got his father taking a leave of absence, undergoing cancer treatment. His wife has been in hospital. She's not going to be coming back to royal duties for a fair few weeks at least. And, Harry on the other side of the pond pontificating about how he could sort of save the royal family is certainly not the order of the day for Prince William. And I think that he's been pretty appalled by his behaviour and certainly wouldn't welcome him back. And who could blame him?
It's also been reported this week that Charles had been urged to send Princess Anne to speak with Harry and Meghan. Is this the case? And who would have prompted that course of action?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Certainly, Princess Anne has been described as King Charles's trusted lieutenant. She's the one that he used as a sounding board for a lot of issues. Certainly, I imagine, were not only to do with the business of state, but certainly the issues with his family as well. And why wouldn't Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, be sent over? The no-nonsense attitude of Anne would probably shake them and sort of shake their heads and say, listen, we've got to try and work this out with the family. What is it that you necessarily want from your father and your brother? Is it an apology? Is it a sit down? Is it something that sort of can't be brought to the table just for the three men to try and sort their differences out? But I think whether Anne would actually go over speaks volumes, because she definitely does have a relationship with Harry. She was the one who met him at Balmoral when he flew in and when the late Queen was passing away. And certainly she might only be his only ally in the camp at the moment.